What is going on, everybody? You know the deal, you know the drill, you know who it is, and I'm back. Know it's been a little while. It's been about a year and some change. Got some personal stuff I needed to take care of, but got it all sorted out now, and I want to talk about something that I know we're all excited about as anime fans, as Naruto fans. I'm going to give my 2 cents on Naruto X Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connection, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what they calling it. I'm just going to say Storm Connection. Let's just leave it at Storm Connection. Now, CC2 had the opportunity to do this right, and they botched it, however you say it, when they did Storm 4, telling us this would be the perfect storm. It was just a little cloud burst. There wasn't really much. And the thing about this is, CC2, I feel like Storm 4 was a cash grab, right? And let me explain to you why I say that, and I'm gonna keep it short. I say that because when Storm 3 happened, we were already giving CC2 our 2 cents on what we wanted from the next Storm game, or what we were even asking for from Storm 3, because that was still in the era of DLC. That wasn't too far back, right? They were still able to give DLC to Storm 3. Hence that whole, what was it? They gave out like a DLC with Kabuto. I can't remember exactly what it was. Full Burst. Full Burst is what it was called. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 Full Burst. And they botched it. They just neglected to give us the content we were asking for. So CC2, we're getting images and scans of Indra and Ashura, and that's great. That is absolutely fantastic. But that is not enough. And like I said, I'm gonna try to keep it brief, but I'll tell you guys why it's not enough. There are, I would say, at least 15 characters that we saw in the 4th Great Ninja War that we would love to see in Storm Connections, right? So I'm gonna give off a quick list, and I'll also talk about something as well. I want the same content from Storm 4 to return. Bring back everything from Storm 4. Don't leave anything out. And let's finally touch on something. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, right? And to me, that elephant, I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh, we're always asking for this. And that's, you have to understand, as anime fans, we've always wanted to feel like we're a part of these universes, right? I like Shinobi Strikers. It's a decent game. It's not bad. If I'm on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving it a 6.5. That may be being a little bit generous, but that may be also being a little bit too harsh. So with that being said, I want to tell you guys what I want or what I actually did. I'll tell you right now, all of the concerns because I've seen the concerns on Twitter, right, about Storm Connections. These concerns would disappear if you let us create our own characters. Now, I know, again, slow down before you get I know that we got character creation in Shinobi Strikers. It was a little lackluster, but it was okay. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't the greatest. It could have been better, right? That's not where we wanted to see character creation at. It's just not. We wanted to see character creation on the Storm engine. We want to see character creation in the series' most popular form, right? The Storm games is the most popular version of Naruto games. There is no other game that outdoes the Storm series in regards to popularity. So that's where we want to see character creation, not in some one-off game that you're probably not even ever going to make a sequel for because it didn't get the notoriety that you thought it was going to get. We want to see it in the Storm series. Now, I don't think it would be that difficult because when you're actually using the original characters in the game, all you have to do is press triangle and then you press, I believe, circle, and you'll activate a jutsu. I think a few of them have multiple jutsus, but I'm not entirely, it's been a while since I played Storm 4. But I'm going to cut this segment of the discussion short and just say this. CyberConnect 2, Bandai Namco, whoever the hell is helping develop this Storm Connections game, you have the opportunity to capitalize on what people have been asking you for. We've been asking you for content, and we've been asking you for character creation. Not in the form of Shinobi Strikers. We want to see it in this engine, the Storm engine. All right? See if you guys can capitalize on that. Now, let's get to the extra content that I would like to see. I'm just going to lay it out flat for you. I think we would all like to see a reanimated ninja that came back in the 4th Great Ninja War. And if you can't give us that, we're going to have a problem. Now, one group of individual ninjas that we were all hoping to see was the 7 Ninja Swordsmen. I don't understand why they neglected to add those guys. And I'm not going to give too much information on each ninja that I mentioned. I'm just going to say it and then I'm going to move on. If you guys don't agree with some of the ninjas that I mentioned, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Now, the next ninja I want to talk about was Blue B, the 8 Tails Jinchuriki before Killer B. I think he should be in the game, of course. Chukichi Daimaru, Dan Kaito, Gari. This is the guy that kept fighting Pakara. I don't know if you guys remember him, but he kind of had like the spiky hair or whatever. The Gold and Silver brothers. I was shocked that they didn't make it into Storm 4 because of the simple fact that they had that great big battle with Darui and a couple of other ninjas. I think it was actually Shikamaru or Inoshikacho are the ones that were fighting alongside Darui to beat the Gold and Silver brothers. But you guys let me know if I think I'm remembering that correctly. Yugao Ozuki, she doesn't necessarily need to be in, but sometimes I like filler characters or characters that don't really mean much, but they just happen to make an appearance. Hazashi Hyuga. Now, this next one might be a little controversial, and you guys can also let me know if you agree or not, but I would like to see Naori Uchiha. And the reason I'm reaching that far back is because of the simple fact that they went back far enough to grab Indra and Ashura, right? Naori Uchiha is the creator, I was going to say proprietor. She's the creator of the Izanami jutsu that the Uchiha clan uses. It's kind of like the opposite of the Izanagi, if I'm not mistaken. Again, it's been a while since I watched any of Shippuden, or just so you guys let me know if I'm mistaken anything there. And she was like one of the first or one of the few female Uchiha that actually had the Sharingan, because if I'm not mistaken, within the Uchiha clan, the females did not wield the ocular jutsu that is the Sharingan. So of course, let me know if that is a mistake. Bring back the Sound 4 and all of the DLC. Like I said earlier, bring back the DLC and all the content from Storm 4. I don't understand why they wouldn't do that. Pakara, I would love to see Pakara, the Scorch style, in this next game. Shin, Sai's brother, I think they would make a cool duo to put on as a team. The third Kazekage, I think he was using the Iron Sand style. Toroi, that would be a great character as well. And I'm going to mention these two. They're kind of like honorable mentions, but I love female characters, so whatever. Gurren of the Crystal style, she was trying to protect, I can't remember the little guy's name, but he was able to control the Three Tails, and they was on that lake trying to actually capture the Three Tails. And then Princess Shizuka. These are both filler characters. I can't remember if the Gurren arc was a filler arc, but yeah, that was it was pretty interesting, and I enjoyed it. And I'm gonna say this one last thing in regards to adding characters. If y'all don't give us the updated Kage, I'm gonna have a problem with everything that y'all do from here on out, okay? It doesn't make any sense that y'all wouldn't add Chojuro and Kurotsuchi, maybe even Akatsuchi. I don't really too much care about Akatsuchi, but Chojuro and Kurotsuchi deserve to be in the game, okay? Let's just call it like it is. Y'all fumbled that. Add those characters. If there's anything else that you guys would like to see, get in the comment section. Let me know what you think CC2 and Bandai or whoever else is contributing to the development of Storm Connections is. You know, just let me know what you guys think they should do to this next game. And also, I would like to say this before I go completely. Let's do something. Let's balance. If you guys do character creation, balance it out. The character creation in Shinobi Strikers was terrible. Like, they gave the Uchiha, or people who were ranged, people could only use certain moves, and none of them were part of, like, the things that the Uchiha. It was really weird. Like, I don't know, if you had the Sharingan, you couldn't use no ranged moves, and it's strange because the Uchihas did a lot of fireball jutsu. So I was kind of blown away by the way that they did that. But I would say, if you're going to put character creation in one of these games, at least make just like, I would say 2 or 3 character creation slots. Like Xenoverse got a bunch of them, but they balanced it out well enough to where it was only things for specific races. Right, so you couldn't use Super Saiyan, of course, for the Buu race or the Namekian race. They did it well. So if you're gonna do something like that, do the same thing with this one, but just don't use the same system as Shinobi Strikers. That was terrible. But make sure you guys hit that like button, and you know what else to do. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.